All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And what is a smith? A smith is a metal worker, all right, who specializes in making weapons, right? It says, and bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So your modern day smith, all right, are these scientists who comes up with different ways, all right, to use ICBM missiles to bring forth the judgments of Yahawashi. So it's the Lord who put the thoughts in these scientists' mind to create various weapons of mass destruction, all right, which are going to be used to take out Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, to uproot his power structure, okay? Now, I have this article that I want to get into. And this is from EurasianTimes.com. It says, substantial threat. Russia moves its warship to northern base. Warning issued as Moscow planning Zircon hypersonic missile test. See? So the perfection of the sword. Okay? It says a naval warning released by Russian authorities for 9 days on its northern seaboard has led to speculations of a 3M22 Zircon hypersonic anti-ship missile being possibly tested, fired from the Admiral Kasatonov frigate. So now you have hypersonic missiles, all right, being fitted for ships. You see that? Hey, the perfection of Yahawashi. All right, these plagues are going to come upon Esau in their perfection. It says that the nav warn is between April 20th to 29th, covering a distance of 3,500 kilometers from the Barents Sea to the East Siberian Sea. Observers point to how the test of any strategic missile at this juncture in the war signals and deters the U.S. from directly confronting Russia, you see? So basically, they sent out a warning, a threat, all right, to the United States, man. We're testing this hypersonic missile at our northern border off a ship. You see? It says the war has reached a crucial point in Bakhmut and is seeing a second round of low-level nuclear brinkmanship between Russia and the West. Having already gone past a year, Russia expects the U.S. to continue arming Ukraine and wear it down. It hopes to seize the few remaining areas in separatist Donbass and Kherson, right? And the point is, they testing a new ICBM missile, all right? They can be fired from a frigate, as they call it, a ship. You see, that's the Lord stirring up in these scientists' mind to create His weapons of destruction. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 11. For the Most High, judge of the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Yeah, the Lord is ready and willing to show His power, right? If He turn not, He will with His sword He have bent his bow and made it ready. You see that? These weapons are now being perfected. All right, to shoot here in America, Babylon the Great, to the ends of the world, to the uttermost parts. You see? It says, he have also prepared for him the instruments of death. See that? He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutor. See? The Lord ordaineth. All right? He directs. He orders. He commands his arrows against the persecutor. What are these arrows? These arrows are a metaphor for those ICBM missiles, man. Right? Real quick. Let's go get Judges. Right? Let's see. You people scoff at ICBM missiles in the Bible, but you know what they call a stolen or lost nuclear missile? They call it a broken arrow, man. You see, this is Judges chapter 5 verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers. Well, we know that archers don't have any noise. That's a silent weapon. So what is this speaking on? It's talking about those ICBM missiles, those arrows that the Lord is going to shoot. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, our captivity, our slavery, right? There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. And that's what we're doing now, man. We rehearsing these righteous acts. All right, teaching, okay, keeping the commandments to the best of our ability, right? Honoring the Sabbath. These things that we're rehearsing, right? Because it's a shadow of things to come. It says, then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates, right? When these missiles are shot off, a refreshing is going to happen. Okay, but again, these arrows, all right, are metaphors for ICBM missiles, man. Again, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 13. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutor. See? Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and have conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. Yeah, Esau, Edom. He's done all those things, man. Brought forth falsehood, conceived mischief. All right. Altogether, his ways are clean contrary to the Lord. You see? It says, he made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made. Yeah, Esau, Edom, getting that thing returned upon him, man. Right? That his ill, wicked dealings with the nations. Scriptures tell you that when you cease to be spoiled, then you're going to be a spoil. Right? It says his mischief shall return upon his own upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate. See that? So that's letting you know that the upper echelon power structure of Esau, Edom, all right, is going to be taken out of power. You see? Again, it says his mischief shall return upon his own head. Yeah, the upper echelon wicked elite, right? And his violent dealings, right? Thus with violence, that great city, right? It says shall come down upon his own pate, and that pate is the crown of your head, man. Where the wicked bankers, all right, lie, all right? That's directing the body of Esau. You see? Well, the Lord said he's going to cast his fury upon you, man. Right? When you just thinking you had your new world order figured out, right? Everything is going according to plan. Then all of a sudden, right? This is Job chapter 20 and verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You see that? Wicked are these other nations, man. All right. The Lord said he's going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, right? On a bigger, wider scale, these Edomites, these Russian Edomites against the American Edomites and the West Edomites. A house divided cannot stand. You see? It says, again, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and rain it upon him while he is eating. Yeah, you thinking you can sit down and kick back and relax, and all of a sudden you get an alert of ICBM missiles being shot, man. Okay? It says it's going to rain it upon him. I mean, it's going to be an aerial descent. It's coming from the heavens. He shall flee from the iron weapon. See that? And the bow of steel shall strike him through. And it's a metaphor for the ICBM missiles. An iron weapon. Bow of steel. See? It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, those missile silos is in the ground. Right? Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. See? It was the Lord that ordained those arrows to shoot and take down Esau and his power structure. You see that? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. I'm a little excited that word threaten there, because that's basically what Russia, is laying down a threat to the United States, man. All right? Trying to compel them to stop arming Ukraine. You see? Are they testing an intercontinental ballistic missile? Let's go back. All right, off their northern shore. You see? Again, it says substantial threat. Russia moves its warship to northern base. Warning issued. A Moscow planning Zircon hypersonic missile test. See? Oh, that's the Lord, man. Making those things in their perfection. All right? It's the Lord that's really threatening. Okay? Russia ain't threatening shit. It's Yahawashi. It says the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder in his presence. It says the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Yeah, the Lord gonna shake things up, man. He's already in the middle of stirring things up in the earth, right? When the Lord hit the scene, everybody gonna be captivated, all right? The Lord gonna command everyone's attention. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. See that? His arrows, see that? His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. See that? America, Babylon the Great. They're not going to miss. Scripture tell you that they're going to fall upon the sword, but they're not going to be hurt. I think that's in the book of Joel. You see? They're going to continue on their path. Why? Because it's the Spirit of the Lord in those ICBM missiles. It says, verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent, and who shall not, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. See? And what are those plagues, right? Well, we know some of those plagues are the things that we see and occur in the planet Earth right now. But guess what? Those ICBM missiles are also a plague. Zechariah, chapter 14. Like you had the plague of gun violence, right? There's various plagues in the earth, something that's causing a continual, if I can remember it, bear with me. Let me get this quick definition of the word plague. All right. Again, we know that a plague is a deadly disease, right? But also a plague, verb definition, cause continual trouble or distress to it. A verb is an action word, so the Lord is getting in action, man, to cause continual trouble and distress to. You see, Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague, see that, wherewith the Lord will consume all the people that are fought against Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the people before it's a place. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. But what's hot enough to do that, man? Where you standing on your feet, melting away. Well, I see being missiles. A vivid illustration of that we often touch on as our apostles do. All right. Sarah Connor, Judgment Day, on the fence, man. She melted away. You see? So those plagues that we're reading about that's going to be shot to the ends of the world are those ICBM missiles. Again, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth, see? And that's what's awaiting the fate of Esau Edom, man. All right? Ultimately taken out of power by what he came into power with threats and missiles. You see? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming to you with another lesson. Till the next time, say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible ball soon.